What up, guys? So today is my 5th Spanish lesson. Today we're gonna be learning about artículos en español, aka articles in Spanish. Now you guys are probably wondering, hey Charlie, wasn't your 5th lesson gonna be on how many of something there are and how to say it and how to respond to it? Well, yeah, but I just decided to make this instead. But don't worry, that's gonna be my 6th lesson. Anyway, so in case you guys are wondering, yes, there are articles in Spanish. Now you probably guys are wondering, by the word article, what are you talking about? Like a newspaper or like a magazine or something like that? No. I'm talking about the articles el, la, los, las, un, unos, unas, and una. Now you guys are probably wondering, Charlie, how are those silly words articles? They're just like two letter and 4-letter words. How are they articles? Well, believe me, they actually translate to something. So el, la, los, and las, they all translate to the word the. So you would normally put them before a word. So like, for example, if a word is masculine and singular, you would use the word el. Like for example, the word alphabet, you would say el alfabeto. Now, if a word is plural in masculine, you would use the article los. So for example, numbers is plural, so you would say los números. Now, if a word is feminine in singular, you would use the article la. So for example, you would say la computadora, which means the computer, because it's only just talking about one computer. So la computadora. Now, if a word is plural and feminine, you would use the article las. So for example, so I'll just use the same example. So I can't really think of an example for this. So I'll just use the same example that I did for the computers. So you would say las computadoras. That means the computers, because it's obviously talking about more than one. So those are some of the articles. El, la, los, and las all relate to the. You just got to figure out. You'll know you're using the right article if it's masculine. If the word is masculine. If the word is masculine and singular or plural, or if the word is feminine, and singular or plural. Oh, by the way, just to get this out of the way. Any word that ends with ma or mas, it's always going to be masculine no matter what. Even though that there's an a at the end of it, always use the article el if it's singular or los if it's plural. So just get that out of the way. And any word that ends with sion, cion, or dad, tad, or dad, dad, it's always going to be feminine. So if you see that ending in any of the words, no matter if it's singular or plural, use the articles la for singular and las for plural. Anyway, so Anyway, but we're not done yet because we still have the other articles we have to go over. So anyway, so those were some of the basic articles. Like the basic ones that we use. Now it's time to go over the articles unos, una, and unas. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Alright, so those articles, those mean different because un and una, they translate to a. It's like they're talking about a something. So like it's when they're talking about a something, that means they're talking about one thing. So it's not gonna be a plural. On the other hand, unos and unas, they're talking about something. So they're basically talking about, like more than one thing. So some things, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I'll use these articles in a sentence for you guys so you guys can understand. So let's just get started. Let's just get started. Alright, let's go. Alright, so imagine there's like a boy, me. Let's make that boy me. I don't know why, but let's just do it. Alright, so a boy, you would say un as the article, and then chico, because chico means boy in Spanish. You would say un chico. Same thing with a girl. If you wanted to say a girl, you would say una chica, because chica means girl in Spanish. If you wanted to say some boys and some girls, you would say unos chicos or unas chicas. But that's not all, because I actually have some more sentences for you guys. Anyway, so it's like, imagine there's like a group of students, right? Most of them are girls. Alright, so most of them are girls, right? But only one of them is a guy. So you might think to use the article unas estudiantes, because estudiantes means students in Spanish. But nope. Get that article out of here. You wouldn't use unas, you would use unos. Unos estudiantes. Even though there's more girls than guys, it's always gonna be masculine no matter it's always gonna be masculine no matter what. I mean, like, look, there can be like 100 girls in one room and one guy, and it's still gonna be masculine. Isn't that crazy? So I just gave you guys the sentences, but I'll read them over again so you guys can understand. Alright, so un chico, because you're only talking about a boy. Una chica, a girl. Unos chicos, some boys. Unas chicas, some girls. Unas estudiantes, which means some students. And here's a new sentence. Unas computadoras, which means some computers. So yeah, guys, so I really hope you enjoyed this lesson. And wow, damn, this was kind of a... Oh, wow, dude, this lesson was quite of a long one. 9 minutes. Damn. Anyway, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and hopefully you can learn something from it. Just remember, here's a tip. If they're talking about... Oh, here's a tip for you guys. If they're talking about one thing, if a sentence starts with the, so like, for example, like the, let's see. So like if a sentence starts with the, and so all I'm really trying to say is if something is singular and masculine, and if it starts off with the word the, you use the article el. El and los if it's plural. If something is feminine and it starts off with the word the, and if it's singular, use the article la. And if it's plural, use las. If something is masculine and if they're only talking about a something, like if they're only talking about one thing, use the article un. But if it's plural, use the article unos. Same thing with feminine. If they're talking about some things, if they're talking about a something, and if it's feminine, use the article una. But if they're talking about some things, and if it's feminine, use the article unas. So yeah, guys, so I hope you guys can learn something from this. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the sixth lesson, because the sixth lesson is gonna be how to say how many of something and how to respond to it. So yeah, guys, so I'll see. So yeah, guys, so I'll see you guys in the sixth lesson. Oh, guys, and and guess what? I recently just got a new outro. You guys want to see it? Are you sure? Okay, you guys ready for this? I don't think you guys are ready. All right, guys, are you ready? Let's go. Hasta la vista, baby. Hasta luego.